The cold dawn light spills across the tarmac as the camera pans slowly, revealing the unmistakable silhouette of a B-52 Stratofortress resting on the runway. Its immense frame dominates the scene, 8 engines idle for now, humming low like distant thunder waiting to break. The morning fog still lingers, curling around the landing gear as ground crew members work swiftly and efficiently, making their final checks. Orange vests flash under blinking beacons, hand signals exchanged, checklist items verified. This is routine, but it never feels ordinary. A deep mechanical whine builds as the auxiliary power unit spins up, feeding life into the beast. The air is dense with tension and exhaust as a line of crew chiefs step back, clear an area. Radio traffic crackles faintly in the background. The pilots inside the cockpit prepare for departure, voices calm but focused, running through their pre-flight procedures with precise cadence. Switches flip, systems engage. Internal lighting casts a faint glow over flight charts, mission data, and the array of instruments that line the cockpit's narrow space. Outside, a crew chief gives a thumbs up. The camera angle shifts to a rear shot of the jet. Suddenly, a high-pitch crescendos as the engines surge to life, one by one in sequence. Jet blasts shimmer in the morning haze, the roar climbing with each ignition. It's a sound that rumbles in your chest before it ever reaches your ears, unmistakable, primal. The B-52 is alive. Inside the cockpit, voices murmur over intercoms. Navigation, engine health, wind correction angles, all cross-checked. The pilot contacts tower. A simple request for clearance, calm and professional. The response comes back just as calm. A short pause, then the order, cleared for takeoff. The pilot repeats it, hand resting on the throttles. There's a moment of stillness, a deep breath. The throttle is pushed forward. Engines scream. The massive bomber begins its roll. At first, it's a slow crawl, like a giant waking from a long sleep. The main wheels bump gently as they cross the seams in the concrete, but then, with startling speed, it accelerates. The runway blurs and the background rushes by. Jet wash kicks up debris, and the distinctive howl to B-52 in full thrust tears the soundscape. This isn't just a takeoff, it's a launch. The camera tracks the aircraft from the side as it gains momentum, tires gripping the ground with urgency. Its wings, long and flexible, begin to subtly bend with lift. At around 160 knots, the nose lifts slightly. Another second, and the main wheels follow. The aircraft rises, slow but deliberate, defying gravity with brute force and precision engineering. Inside the cockpit, the altimeter begins to climb. The pilot adjusts pitch, easing the climb rate to stabilize the aircraft. Crew members monitor gauges, maintaining constant communication. The radar comes online. Sensors flicker to life. Below, the runway shrinks into the landscape. The Stratofortress is airborne. The landing gear retracts slowly, folding inward with a mechanical groan. Lights switch off. The aircraft banks gently to the left, beginning its departure turn as assigned by tower. Through the cockpit windows, clouds drift by in soft rolls, touched with gold by the rising sun. The mission is underway. As the B-52 climbs, we see the size of the aircraft more clearly. Its 185-foot wingspan glides over fields and roads, the earth slowly unfolding beneath it. This aircraft, though old by modern standards, remains one of the most versatile platforms in aerial warfare. Capable of carrying up to 70,000 pounds of weapons, it has served in every major U.S. conflict since Vietnam. Yet here it is, still flying, still relevant, still feared. Inside, the crew settles into cruise operations. One pilot keeps hands on controls while the co-pilot monitors systems. The navigator checks mission waypoints. In the electronic warfare officer's seat, displays show data link traffic and jamming options. Each role is vital. Each crew member trained extensively for coordination, endurance, and precision. At 20,000 feet, the B-52 levels out, engines throttling back slightly. The drone of the engines fills the cabin, constant, loud, but almost comforting. Outside, contrails stream behind the aircraft. Below, the curvature of the earth is visible in the distance. The camera lingers on the wingtip. where the flex is more apparent now, reminding viewers that these massive wings are not rigid, but alive with aerodynamic tension. As it cruises, the documentary voice returns. The B-52 is not just a bomber. It's a symbol. Designed during the Cold War to deliver nuclear payloads across continents, its mission has evolved. From nuclear deterrence to conventional precision bombing, maritime surveillance, electronic warfare, and even close air support. It has adapted, been refitted, modernized. Its longevity is unmatched. The narrator explains how crews undergo rigorous training. From takeoffs like these, to in-flight refueling, to long-endurance missions over the Arctic or Middle East, every aspect of flight is rehearsed. The B-52 may be old, but the technology inside is cutting-edge. Digital cockpit upgrades, satellite communications, and modern targeting systems ensure it remains a 21st-century weapon platform. The view shifts to a refueling scene. High above the clouds, a KC-135 Stratotanker extends its boom. The B-52 aligns carefully, adjusting altitude and speed with delicate control. Contact is made. Fuel flows. This is how these aircraft can remain airborne for over 20 hours. Strategic reach, global presence. No runway in the world too far away. No target unreachable. Later footage shows the bomber performing a low pass over a remote airfield, the roar shaking cameras and Earth alike. It's a demonstration of force, a reminder that deterrence can be as simple as being visible and loud. In the cockpit, there's a mix of routine and intensity, jokes sometimes shared, silence at others. Each crew member knows the stakes, knows the power they command. For some, it's their first mission. For others, the 100th. But it never becomes mundane. The camera returns to the runway hours later. The sun has shifted across the sky. Shadows are long again. A voice crackles through the tower. The B-52 returns. Gear down. Final approach. The aircraft descends slowly, lined up perfectly with the center line. Flaps extended, engines idling low. Touchdown. Wheels screech softly as rubber meets concrete. The spoilers deploy. The bomber slows down, engines reverse briefly, and the beast returns to Earth. After nearly 70 years in service, this part, the landing, never loses its drama. As it taxis to the apron, ground crews reassemble. Chocks ready. Maintenance teams in position. Pilots wave as they exit the cockpit ladder. There are smiles. There is silence. Another mission complete. The narrator closes with words of reflection. The B-52 Stratofortress is not just an aircraft. It's a legacy, a flying contradiction. Old but modern, massive but graceful, simple but powerful. As long as there are missions to fly, it will fly. As long as there are targets to reach, it will reach them. And as long as airmen climb its ladder, the Stratofortress will remain the symbol of persistent American air power. The scene fades to black, the rumble of engines fading into silence, leaving only the echo of history and the promise that it's not finished yet.